In this video, we're going to look at percent increase and decrease applications. Let's highlight the important information. Juliana changed careers. Her old salary was $53,000 a year. Her new salary is 26% more per year. And we're asked, what is her new salary? Okay, so this is a percent increase problem because notice her salary increased by 26%. And we weren't asked how much more is she paid. The amount more she's paid is 26% of $53,000, but we want her new salary. So her new salary is her old salary of 100% plus the more per year she's getting, which is 26% more of her new salary, which totals 126% of her old salary. As a fraction, we can write this as 126 over 100, or as a decimal, it is 1.26. Okay. So to find her new salary, we have her old salary, and her new salary is 1.26 times as large as her old salary. So again, since it's greater than 1, the 1 is going to be 53,000, and then we also multiply by that 0.26 to add on the 26% increase, times 1.26 gives us 66,780. So her new salary is $66,780. Let's look at the next one. Jordan lost 17% of his body weight over the school year. If he originally weighed 247 pounds, we want to know what is his new weight. Now, this is a percent decrease problem because Jordan lost weight, okay? And we're not asked how much weight did he lose. The amount of weight he lost is 17% of 247. We're asked what his new weight is, and his new weight will be his 100% of his old weight minus the 17% he lost, which is 83% of his old weight. As a fraction, that's 83 over 100, or 0.83. So this is our multiplicative factor. Okay. So we have 247. His new weight is 0.83 times as large as that. So 247 times 0.83 equals 205.01 pounds. So Jordan's new weight is 205.01 pounds. Let's look at one more example. Please note that in the last line there have been made a change to the years, so if this is incorrect in your packet, please change it, and I apologize. The CPI inflation calculator measures the buying power of a dollar relative to different years. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, $1 in 1985 has the same buying power as $2.23 in 2016. Okay, so that means something that would cost you $1 in 1985, in 2016 it would cost you $2.23, so the same item. So we're asked, what is the multiplicative factor and the percent increase in buying power between 1985 and 2016? Well, we can tell to go from $1 to $2.23 in 2016, we'd want to find the ratio of 223 to 1. So the multiplicative factor is 2.23. And that's why we use numbers like $1 as a reference, so we could see how many times as large a new year is. So it costs 2.23. Let's write this. It costs 2.23 times as much for something in 2016 compared to 1985. Okay. So this is our multiplicative factor, 2.23. Now, what is this as a percent increase? So it's tempting to just write this as a percent and say 223%, okay? But notice it's 223% minus 100%, which is 123%. So the idea is if in 1985 we have 100% of a dollar, okay, in 2016 we'd have 1 copy, 2 copies would give us $2, and another 23% would give us $2.23. So this is 223% of 100%, which is an increase of 123%. So we found that by subtracting the multiplicative factor as a percent minus the $1 from 1985 as a percent, which is 100%, and we get 123% increase in buying power. Now, if Joe's salary in 1985 was $25,000 a year, how much would he need to make now just to keep up with inflation? Well, in 1985, we have $25,000, and in 2016, the buying power is 2.23 times as much. So we'll multiply by the multiplicative factor. And we have 25,000 times 2.23. So 55,750. So one way to think of this is if Joe started his job in 1985 and made $25,000, even if he got a whole bunch of raises up to 2016, so his new salary is $55,750, it basically is just adjusting for cost of living. So he's not really any better off with this amount of money that he was in 1985 with $25,000 because of the cost of items. So let's look at the next one. If Joe's salary is $62,000 a year in 2016, how much more is he making in addition to the inflation adjustment? So $55,750 adjusts for inflation, but it does look like Joe got a little bit of a raise. So we can find the difference. 62,000 minus 55,750. So we will subtract. And he is making an additional $6,250 in addition to the inflation adjustment.